Welcome back to another episode de Todos Toman podcast. Ya casi, por poquito, we got the band back together. Um, pero Johnny Boy makes an appearance, Miguel tags out, y pues
He,
aquí estamos sus
he knew I
servidores,
was gonna be in, no?
Romero y Johnny Boy. ¿Qué
He knew I
pasó?
was coming, dude. He knew it was coming, dude. So he's like, "Fuck that."
Uh,
I'm not
como next
trying to
week me
be there
toca
with
las
him.
vacaciones a mí, ¿no?
Sí,
Me toca
oh.
poner mi PTO, dude.
Well, Romero, dude, one of the two.
Sí, güey.
Yeah.
Si mal no recuerdo, el año pasado, we did take a break after Thanksgiving, no? And then we came back onto the new year.
Around
Dude,
there,
was it last year when you moved and then we took a break?
No, I moved 2 years ago.
Okay.
I think it might have been 2 years in a row then, because I think last year was around this time when we were going to come out with the merch y todo.
¿Cómo le recuerdas a la gente las cosas que no hemos hecho?
Ay, cabrón. Let's start all over, no? Like, send the link again, dude.
Sí, güey. No, welcome back, muchachos, no? To another episode of...
Start all over again, dude. But yeah, almost the whole band together, dude.
Ya merito. Ya la próxima semana a lo mejor y si se logra el objetivo.
Oh, I don't know about that, dude. I've been busy as fuck at work. Obviously, yes, I haven't been on. I took today off because I got sick. I got sick on Friday, so I didn't go to work Friday, Saturday. Saturday was my day off technically, and then yesterday I was supposed to go to work and I didn't go to work either. Today tampoco. Possibly tomorrow tampoco. I know I'm a little sick and drinking a little beer,
grabamos mañana, dude, otra vez.
Oh, fuck it, dude.
Yeah,
para
la otra
semana, ¿no? It's like, oh shit, I wasn't ready for that, no?
That's too much commitment, no?
Hands down, too much, dude. But nonetheless, yeah. Today I'm gonna take advantage of it. Next week, pues a ver. Well, we'll see. We'll take a week at a time. How about that, dude?
Dude, so what we're saying is there's 3 out of 4 people here, dude. Kind of matches the shirt que tiene el Romerito, ¿no, dude?
Oh, 3 out of 4. 3
out of 4, dude. Dude. Maybe that's why Miguel didn't join, dude. Let's be honest, dude.
You see, dude.
We just found out.
Now we can put the whole hymn in the background, no? Throughout the episode?
Yeah.
Get canceled, no? Like, or not canceled, but fucking flagged.
Flagged, dude. He's a Cruz Azul fan, ¿no? El que trabaja en YouTube, ¿no? Pero yeah, muchachos, what's up, man? I know I haven't talked to you guys in a while. I've been hearing the episodes. You guys have been holding it down, definitely. What's new? Anything new in this past week or so?
Pues antes de que te nos adelantes, dude, ya se said, ¿no?
Vale, madre, siempre es lo mismo conmigo, ¿eh?
Sí.
nunca falta. Even if I'm here every week, it's still the same thing. Pero ya, let me get started, ¿no? Ya que estoy ahí.
Es que tú nos dijiste antes de empezar recording.
I did.
Ya tenía sed.
I got a 3-pack, a little Tall Boys aquí, Pacifico.
Pacifico, nice.
Good Pacifico. That's it.
Pues, as you can see, I have some modelos here in the background.
Is that Coquito?
Pero I do.
Ooh.
A coworker brought hooked it up with the Coquito. He's like, I brought you a bottle of Coquito. So
from Puerto Rico?
No. She's Puerto Rican, pero she does make it. So.
Dude, you were shaking a little bit, dude. What's up with that?
Oh, I was trying to shake my cup, dude. Para que vean que
I was like, damn, you're too young for, what is it, Alzheimer's or whatever that is?
Oh, Parkinson's
or whatever. I don't even know. One of the two. ¿Alzheimer's qué es? ¿El de la memoria?
El de la memoria, sí.
Es el que...
Ese es el que me da a mí. Es el que me dio a mí, ¿no?
Sí,
damn, pero Tank, what you got going on, dude?
I got just a little rum punch, dude. It's just the fruit punch.
Ay, cabrón. You said a little, no esperaba un vasito de ese tipo.
I didn't think it was that big.
Little Malibu, dude.
Sí. Okay. You guys tried ¿cómo se llama ese fucking el drink así igual para las fiestas? Ponche. You guys tried ponche with some tequila? I think we talked about this time, right?
Yeah, dude. Oh, my mom makes ponche like every Christmas. Y pues el piquete no puede faltar, dude.
Dude, I'll be honest. I think I tried it last year. It was okay. I'm not a big fan of tequila or anything like that. Pero it was, yeah. I guess I'll try it again. Why not? it's not something that I wouldn't try, but it wasn't my favorite. I mean, I'll be honest. Yeah.
Okay.
Pues ahorita,
Ni
quick
aunque el
salud,
ponche
¿no?
tenga su cañita ahí, dude.
¿Qué, güey? Te quedaste frisado, Romero.
Sí,
Oh,
sí.
my bad.
You said
Digo
something
que el
about.
ponche con su cañita ahí y su tequilita, dude, that's
So
biting the
I
crap out of the caña, dude.
for real, they're all dry as fuck, no? Pero I do remember my mom used to make that when I was younger, and it was with the caña and stuff, and that was my favorite part,
Mhm.
dude. The fucking caña soaking up all the ponche, and then you just
Mm.
biting
Yeah.
the shit out of that, and then eventually, pues ya se acababa todo all dry and shit. Pero now that she stopped doing that obviously for a while, and now with my girl, her family makes it. So obviously some childhood memories, dude, for sure.
Dude, ahorita que dijiste eso, like...
Salud. Oh, perdón.
Va. Salud.
Le digo Alzheimer's attack, ¿no? Salud.
Sí, sí.
Ahorita que dijimos eso, ¿qué tengo?
So, like, for me, it was more so, cuando estábamos viviendo en México, ya ves que hacen that peregrinación, where they have, like, un santo or whatever, like, in the street y todo, like, around this time también. And, dude, like, I remember, pues, se ponían a vender, like, la caña, y ahí, like, as you're going en la peregrinación, like, fucking start, like, taking it apart and, like, fucking eating that shit, or, like, chewing on it.
Yeah.
Pinches dientes ya todos chuecos, ¿no? Pero, pues,
Ni
that shit was
modo, ¿no?
fucking good, dude.
Your
Yeah.
fucking jaw like all fucking like numb, ¿no? Ya de pinche tanto
Sí,
masticar esa madre.
pinche Mike Tyson me daba un golpe y como si nada, ¿no? Like,
Sí, you're all fucking numb. So I did talk about something that I remember from my childhood, right? Which my mom making ponche. Is there something that you guys have as a tradition? Like something that maybe you guys still do it, maybe not, but something that you guys did as younglings with your parents, and they would do it, and it's something that maybe it comes up, you guys don't do it anymore, and it comes up in someone else's house, like, oh, I remember when my parents used to do that. Or again, maybe they still do it. I don't know.
for Christmas or
During,
just in
like, for
general?
holiday? Yeah, I was gonna say. Mhm.
Let's do Christmas. Yeah, we can stick with Christmas since that's the next thing.
I know my mom siempre hace las posadas, like even if it's just like a few of us, like tiene su little Jesús y María del nacimiento, and she'll like, you know, have like, if it's just like, for example, her, my stepdad, me, Miguel, and Omar, like she'll divide us, and you know, like she'll do like the little posada inside the house.
That's cool.
Y luego arrullar al niño Jesús, yeah, like around midnight. And yeah, I think that's like every Christmas. So it's every 24 en la noche, pero si no cuando nos toca con ella, like, because a veces nos pasamos Christmas with her, a veces nos pasamos, Christmas Eve with her, a veces nos pasamos with my dad.
Yeah.
So when we would spend Christmas Eve with my dad and we would go visit her for Christmas Day, like she would wait until we got there to like
Nice.
do it. So
Yeah,
like regardless if we spend it with her or not, like it was mandatory que siempre hace eso.
Now, based off of that, do you feel like you would continue that tradition, like with your kids, and so on, or is it something where it's like, oh, I see it and I lo apoyo because it's something that my mom likes and she believes in, but you don't think you would continue some sort of tradition, like that same tradition that she has?
I don't know. I think it would depend. Like for example, if I'm able to get like Miguel on board and Omar on board and have, you know, like their family come over también y hacerlo así más, un poquito más grande, then yeah, like it would be nice. But if it's just like, for example, like me, you know, like my kids and like my wife, pues I'll be a little bit more like, you know, like
No,
I'll be a little bit more hesitant, I would say.
to do it.
Yeah.
Esa madre de las posadas dura días, ¿no? It leads up to the 24th. Am I correct?
Right.
Yeah.
So originally, yeah,
No sé
like
cuántos días.
I don't remember. I know we do it here with them. And I know it starts, it's an everyday thing, and it starts leading up to the 24th. And people's like, oh, I got the first one, and I got the second night, and I got the third night, and so on and so on. And people come, and yeah, there's a bunch of people. They sing back and forth, and then they come in, and we have food ready for them. I know that's what we've done in the past. Pero I just don't remember specifically how many days it lasts, which is we got to look it up. In the meantime, I know Romero's
Yeah.
over there working hard. Um, I guess I'll start next since Romero's over there looking it up. Something that I guess I remember. You got it, Romero?
Yep, 9 días. 9
9 days.
días
So,
desde el 16 hasta el 24 de diciembre.
and then the
Mm,
24th is pretty much where you're gonna celebrate Christmas, no? Like the
yeah.
place or the home. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Se puede decir ahí acaba. Okay. One thing that I remember, I guess now, we've been obviously. Did you guys put up your Christmas stuff? Because I was gonna talk about it real quick. But did you guys put
Yep.
your tree and stuff? Yeah. Okay.
So
Tank,
I put decorations, but we haven't put up their tree yet.
the tree. Okay. So
Yeah.
we just put up the tree yesterday. It's a brand new tree. We actually got a new tree last year because we couldn't find the tree that we have this year. We found it this year. We returned the tree from last year. We returned it to Costco. Thank you, Costco, for all those fucking beautiful perks to return all those stuff. You know, but I do know that when I was younger, I would stare at the lights, at the like colorful lights, and it had
Mm.
the little like music. I mean, like you were able to put the music on it.
Yeah.
Ooh, you had a fancy tree, like with the music would go along with the flashing lights.
I don't know if they would actually sync with the lights, but I know it was just either kind of like a dimming and it kind of like go slowly
Yeah.
like dimming out,
Mhm.
or it was just kind of like it was just on. It was just completely on. But I really like the colorful ones. The colorful ones were the ones that I'm like, shit. I remember just staring, like completely staring on that shit. I would be hypnotized by all that. And then now that I'm older, and obviously we put up the tree, and I share certain memories with my girl. That's something that I haven't spent Christmas like that with my mom, and I don't think she puts up a tree in a couple of years. But we she has the tree has that function, not with the music anymore, but with the lights, and it reminds me of when I was a kid and when I would just fucking stare and I was like hypnotized by it because I thought it was pretty cool, like it looked pretty nice.
Mhm.
And it's the same thing now. Like we put it up yesterday, and at night I think we were just chilling at the sala, like everything off besides the actual lights, which was pretty cool to reminisce every year now. I
Yeah,
enjoy
I
that shit.
think porque so do you have I don't know if you guys how you guys handle it, but like every year like the decorations around the tree or the lights around the tree, are they like different colors, a different style, or is like oh like every year goes up the same thing?
I know we switched up decoration wise, like spheres and all that stuff. I think
Mhm.
maybe two years ago. We
Mm.
had it like in a white-ish type of scene, but I know since I think last year we bought new ones, and I think it's been like a reddish theme. But the lights itself come with the tree, like they're already part of the
Mhm.
tree, so which is cool. And I think last year's the lights weren't actually on the tree, so we had to fucking spiral the shit out of the lights, which is obviously a
Mm.
little bit of work. And just to throw it out there, I'll be completely honest. This is the first year that I help out put up the tree.
Oh no shit.
Mhm.
First year, dude. I've never, I like, I'll help them bring down the tree. Like if we have it up in the
Mhm.
garage, I'll help them bring it down. There's certain boxes that she has that have decorations. I'll bring them down. But as far as like me helping them put it up and this and spheres and all that stuff, I never do it until till this year or yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, no, for
Yeah.
me, this was the first year that I didn't play a part in it. Like, Carla put it up during the weekday, so I was at work.
Mm.
She just made sure to kind of leave a few things for the kids to when they got home from school to help out
Oh, nice. Okay.
and into the whole tree and all that stuff. But yeah, like the lights and all that shit. The reason I asked is because we also well for the longest we had been buying like pine trees right every year. And last year we're like, you know what? Let's just get, you know, artificial tree. It's gonna have lights. Might make things a little easier, less messy.
Oh yeah.
Um, pero durante the summer, our crawl space flooded, so se mojó el árbol.
Mm,
Not too
mm.
much, so the árbol was still fine. And then until this time that we tried to turn it on, like obviously the lights wouldn't come on.
Oh shit.
Mm.
So I mean, you can't tell. Like Carla still put lights around it and through a different, extension, y lo que tú quieras. So that's how the tree went up. But definitely, like it is convenient to have the lights already come with the tree. So
Yeah.
this might be the last year of that tree, and I don't know if we're gonna go back to uh the the pine trees or if we just go and get a artificial tree.
Dude, so
Yeah.
But it does make it easier.
the
I'll say
pine
that.
¿Cómo se llama?
tree. Oh, sorry, Tank. The pine tree is like actual real tree.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! We
Eh,
never
es lo que
done
te iba a
that.
decir, no, allá no se acostumbra, I'm assuming.
They have a
Sí.
bunch of spots, like a bunch of spots.
Ujú.
So it's something that it's here. I know it's either they bring it up from out of state or they'll bring it from up from the
From the
mountains because
mountains.
obviously in the mountains there's
Mhm.
it has that type of weather, snow and all that stuff. But yeah, you'll find spaces here and there, like actually where they have like the pumpkin patch usually, and
Mhm.
all that stuff. They'll obviously take that away during after Halloween in November, and then they'll start putting in that same area. They'll start putting the pine trees. Um, so you see them everywhere. But it's just I've never pulled the trigger on one of those. I just figured like they were probably too messy. Like I don't know, dude.
Mhm.
I was gonna say like
Eh,
I think only one time we've had like a real pine tree here at the house, and like it is a little bit more of work because like you have to water it, you have to like at least for us we had to sweep constantly porque se le caían like the little pine needles and
mhm.
yes the things like that. But yeah, it definitely
But it
makes your
does smell
house
nice,
smell.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it makes your house smell nice, dude, like Christmas vibes and shit.
Really?
Um, yeah. Les iba a preguntar, dude. So do you guys do white lights or do you guys do like colored lights for the Christmas trees?
It varies. For me, I think well this year, it's white lights, but I think we decorate the tree differently every year. It doesn't repeat. Like we have a couple sets and we'll
Mm,
rotate. But this time it was white.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, we definitely switch it up from time to time.
In my end, I think the setting, like the default setting, would be the actual white lights. I
mm,
feel like it makes the decoration stand out a little bit more, like the spheres and all that stuff. But if it was
yeah.
up to me, I would like I when I get the chance, I change that bitch to fucking all colorful shit because I
All
like it. I'm
colorful.
telling you, I like it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I yeah, that's just how it is.
Because I was gonna say, like I saw on TikTok, they have that whole like white Christmas versus I guess they call it tacky Christmas, which tacky
Oh,
Christmas
really?
was like that old like 90s like the tree tiene like lights de todos colores wrapped up.
Mhm.
And to this day I feel like that's how my mom decorates her tree. Like
Hmm.
le pone luces de colores. And for the one that we have here at the house, también venía like ya pre-lit and it was white lights.
Pretty lit, no? Yeah,
Y sí, güey. Yes, and that's que over time, like se fue like fundiendo like the
The
things or
little
no
lights.
prenden ya, yeah. So we ended up having to like wrap more lights around it, but they've been también white,
But
which
ultimately it's a green tree. Y'all ever had a white tree?
I have, dude.
yeah.
My mom was like a
I don't
very
think we've
big
ever had one.
fanatic. Yeah, she
Uh-huh.
always wanted one. And when she was able to get the chance to get one, yeah, she bought a
Mhm.
white tree, which was weird because I was so used to the green and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I know nowadays, obviously, there's all types of colors. No, I think there's even like a bluish type of tree, red tree.
Mhm.
Like they go all out. Personally, I mean, I respect whoever the hell gets that, but personally, I don't like it, so I wouldn't get it.
Mm,
I'm cool with I think last year or the tree before last year's because I'm telling you we just bought two trees back to
Mhm.
back even though we returned one. I think we had like fuzzy kind of like snow, fake snow on it.
Oh,
But
okay, okay. Yeah.
it was still green, but it was just messy as fuck too. Like you would put it up and then the whole fucking around was just like filled with white.
The
It was
little
just
like
one of those.
glittery
mm.
parts and stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm glad you told me because like los veo online and stuff like that, and I was like, damn, like that looks nice, like it looks like acaba de nevar, y hay like nieve in the tree, this and that. But I didn't think about like if they would be messy or not.
It's just messy as fuck, dude. Messy as
Yeah.
fuck. Yeah, yeah. I mean, again, I don't deal with it. I mean, now that I started this
Mhm.
time, but I didn't deal with it. I would deal with just picking up stuff, again, heavy stuff or whatever, help them bring it down. But past that, I wouldn't mess with it.
Mm,
Now that I'm thinking about it, that I'm trying to get more into the spirit of Christmas with them. I was like, okay, thank God I don't have that shit because that shit would have been horrible. Honestly, a fucking mess.
yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Romero, I
Does
think
the
I
tree
asked
go
you.
up
You you
does
didn't
the tree
you
go
didn't
up?
answer the thing.
Oh, which one?
The question of do you still do something? Is there something that you do now, or what was the question, Tank?
Oh, the
Oh, like
tradition.
traditions?
Yeah.
Yeah, is there something that I guess you would do with your parents when you were young that maybe you still do it now, or you don't do it, and when you see someone do it, it makes you think of when you would do it
Well, I
when you were a
mean,
kid?
I don't think so. With my parents, from time to time, will like depends on how many people come over for Christmas or Christmas Eve on the 24th. We'll be like, oh, we have a handful of people. Like we'll do a posada, type of thing.
Yeah,
But we don't always do it. I mean, I did it as a kid, in Mexico, like growing up.
yeah.
Like we did. Well, I was part of all 9 posadas, I'm sure. Where that was with my mom, my grandma, whoever would go. Ahí down the block, we'll do all the posadas, and por eso, like, me sé todos los
Los cantos.
villancicos. Sí.
Yeah.
Pero yeah, like I don't think it's like we've done it once or twice, but it's not something that we do all the time.
Okay.
Um, but when I think about it, like if it was a tradition, pues es eso, like, porque when I talk to people here, and I think we talked briefly about this, like que nosotros estamos acostumbrados a hacer Nochebuena el 24,
Right.
versus having a family dinner on Christmas Day, which is the 25th,
Yeah.
right? Like we start the dinner on the 24th, people come over, intercambios, regalos after midnight, y ya de ahí hasta que se acabe la cerveza, no sé. Pero pues ya de ahí, ahora sí que no la amanecemos ya hasta el 25, or pero yeah, there's no one specific thing outside of that, like que pues cenamos el 24.
Right. And I think same thing over here on this side. We this side, no como estoy en el otro opposite side of the world. ¿Verdad?
Sí, güey.
We
Green Bay,
celebrate on the
California is pretty far.
24th. We
En
celebrate
ese
on the
lado del
24th.
universo, ¿no?
Pero we do the recalentado on the 25th. That's kind of like a given. Like, oh
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
you're gonna come over, and you already know that we're still gonna grub. We're still gonna kind of continue the party. Whoever wants to come over, and a lot of people come over, dude. A lot of people end up coming
Yeah,
over,
now that you
and
mentioned that, like the family split, like I think so el 24 is always with my parents, and then if Carla's parents were here,
in town.
um yeah, the 25th is cuando, like, for sure vamos al recalentado with my parents, or here at the house, pero el 25, like we reserve the morning to spend with Carla's side of the family for sure.
And this
Pero pues
year,
ahorita
are they
ya.
gonna be there or no? Are they gonna be over
No, they came down for
Thanksgiving? No.
Thanksgiving, so
Mhm.
yeah, we hosted them here. Y este año, pues, no, I think we're gonna have Christmas here at the house, and I think, yeah, para el 25 se van a venir aquí a la casa al recalentado, whoever wants to come
Besides,
there, if you want to come through.
no, dude, pues sí, como está bien baratita la la cosa, dude. But hey, that was one of the plans, and I think we talked about it for a couple years, no? Like for
To
either
do
us,
a Christmas
you
here or
guys,
there.
yeah, either you guys come over or us go over there, which I think would make a little bit more. I mean, I don't want to say make more sense for me to go, but either or, I know we'll have a good Christmas. But the one thing that I do would like for, in this case, for the girls to experience a white Christmas, but it doesn't always fucking snow
Mm,
during Christmas.
Yeah, that's the thing too.
yeah.
That's so it's never a for sure thing, but they would want to spend a white Christmas, and it's like, oh, I mean, it's cool, but it's not all that, like it really is. It's off. It's cold
Yeah.
as fuck. The snow is not helping, like, but yeah, we even thought about even next year. I mean, we'll see how the year goes. We had a lot of plans for this next upcoming 2 years, but hopefully doing like a white Christmas, either like in Colorado, like somewhere where we know it's gonna be like it
For
snows
sure, yeah.
frequently, yeah, for sure.
Mm,
So we thought about that, but again, we'll definitely see what happens. But it'll be nice a white Christmas though to show them.
yeah.
Because dude, I remember like back in Chicago, it would snow like starting like October, like mid-October, and it would just
Yeah.
snow, and it was just on and off, but
Mhm.
it would snow constantly. Now, the last time when I was over there, I remember being there in December or November, and it wouldn't snow. And I think Romero was like, "Yeah, it hasn't snowed yet, but it's cold as fuck." And I was like, "Shit, okay." Has it been like
Dude,
that?
I remember the Chico, like, yeah, because I remember Thanksgiving, most of the times it would already be snow on the ground or something. Yes,
At least frosted cars.
right. And then lately, yeah, like I feel like it starts snowing in January, and like it seems like it's even that is like later and later in the month of January. Like antes era un poquito en diciembre, luego en enero. Now it's like, well, like the second week of enero, más o menos, y así.
Global
But
warming, dude.
yeah, dude.
I mean, también
Yeah.
por eso last year we were talking about doing the ice fishing trip, y no se hizo por lo mismo. It wasn't cold enough.
Mhm.
Shit, that's true. That is true. I think I don't think I was gonna go last year, but I do know that it's like, oh yeah, it's canceled because it wasn't cold enough. But the ice fishing, do they do it in a specific amount of months? And maybe the time that you were gonna go was just isn't cold enough,
Well,
or
es
do
al
you know?
principio del año, entre enero y febrero. When at least the guy that we go to, he's the one when he runs, but obviously he keeps you informed, right? Like, is it safe? Is it not safe?
Mhm.
Um, so el año pasado, like he kept in touch with me, pero he's like, yeah, it's not safe to go out there. Like, why am I gonna risk it?
Okay.
I'm like, hell yeah. If we're, that far
Man,
into
fuck
the
all
fucking
that, dude.
lake, don't risk it.
Fuck all
Easy,
that.
dude.
I was scared
I mean,
that
it's a
when I
nice
was there,
experience and all, pero
dude. And I was just talking about this shit yesterday. That I know you're not okay with that, Romero. I don't know. I forgot what Tank has said, but ice fishing in the night, like I would like that shit. I
Oh,
would want to experience that
no.
shit, dude. Okay.
I mean, pues ya entre todos, pues sí, a lo mejor y me animo, ¿verdad? Pero que me digan, like, que for it to be my idea and be like, yo, guys, let's go ice fishing at night. Maybe not.
No, yeah, I
Ya
think
entre
I
todos,
would like
pues
to.
I'm easily influenced, pero
A little a six pack in, dude. A six pack in. Yeah,
Easy, dude.
¿cómo vas a decir que no, dude? I
sí.
mean, I'm just saying, dude. But yeah, we definitely gonna. I don't know about this upcoming year, but we gotta get on that fishing thing. Did you guys go fishing this year? I went fishing one time this year.
I feel like I hardly went
I've tried a
fishing
couple
this
times.
year. Yeah.
Yeah, but more times than last year than the previous year.
So for me,
I
yeah,
think so for me. Yeah.
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 Oh shit. Okay. No, last year.
Oh, that's because the year before was shit. Like, I barely went. I think I went
Oh
like
Yeah,
okay.
twice,
th-
maybe.
I mean, I was gonna say because the year before, that's when I was still at the farmers markets, so I would literally not
Uh,
like be going out like as much. So this year it was like un poquito más seguido.
Okay.
and for me, like, it helps. Que yeah, like, I mean, I've been taking like fishing rods and lures over to
On
my
the car.
parents.
Oh, okay. I was
No,
saying the car.
y ahí las dejo. So, I mean, we
Mm,
go there pretty much every weekend. So on una escapadita, they have a little pond. This is where Til's been catching like big ass fish. I haven't been as lucky, but
I think you told me about
um,
that shit one time when we went to your mom's. You're like, "Oh, that's the pond that we fish at." I was like, "Oh shit."
and there's like plenty of ponds around that area, but we just go to that one and y pues es más fácil, yeah, if I have equipment over there to just kind of grab a fishing rod and a couple lures and go to the pond.
Fuck,
So
dude.
yeah.
I gotta get back. Well, I was say we, but I gotta get back on it, dude. I even says like, oh, even if nobody wants to go, like one day I'm just gonna get up and go. I still don't have a
Mhm.
fishing rod. I still don't have any of that shit. So, um, I figured like when I actually make that decision, go to fucking Bass Pro Shop real quick and get that shit. I don't think it's gonna be. I could do something cheap, like less than $100, get all that shit ready, and then just go. But
Yeah. Yeah, you with
I haven't pulled the
$100
trigger.
you'll have a starter pack for sure.
I haven't pulled the
Um,
trigger.
for me this year was learning different knots. Like this was
Oh,
like I was excited about trying different knots, dude. I lost a few lures, dude.
did you?
But I learned. Yeah.
Hey, dude, you live and learn, dude. That's what they say. Muchachos, have you guys started Christmas shopping? How about that?
Oh,
Okay.
Mm.
I I did. So ya llevan like a few years that we do Secret Santa instead of like having because de repente sale más y más de que like oh va a venir like esa tía y que sus primos and this and that. So then like at least for us we feel bad. We're like we got something for the main ones that usually go. And then
Mhm.
it's like, fuck, nada más se quedan viendo todos like, oh, like, y el mío and shit, like they joke
Yeah.
around y todo. But
Yeah.
you're like, fuck. So we're like, all right, cool, who's going? And we're gonna do like a Secret Santa. We've been doing that for some years. And we've done it I mean a few years at my mom's house as well.
Nice.
Um
Shout out to
y-
Elfster. Do you use Elfster?
Shout out to Upster, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, so like for the one at my mom's house, I bought already. But the one at my dad's house, I still haven't bought only because me tocó mi dad, and he's so hard to shop for, dude.
Really?
Because he's like clothes, tiene un montón that he doesn't wear, shoes, tiene un montón que he doesn't wear. He doesn't wear watches, he doesn't wear perfume, he doesn't wear, jewelry. Tools ya también le habíamos comprado because it was like the only thing that we had like an idea for.
It's
So it's
packed
like,
and still in the box, ¿no? Todavía.
yeah, dude, like todavía está like la ha usado like a handful of times because he's like, oh, I don't want to lose them, you know. So it's been like
What
it's
about
just hard.
And
like a
one thing that
restaurant?
I hate buying is gift
Gift
cards.
cards. You
Gift
told me
card.
this.
He doesn't like gift cards either because we gave him a
Oh
gift
damn!
card
I
once.
figured he was gonna be like, "Pues sí, una
I
gift
thought
card."
about that too. I thought about that too.
No,
Ya, dale pinche
and
dinero, dude. Ya que se lo hace como quiera,
sí,
dude. At this
dude,
point,
y sí,
I
queda con
mean,
las cariñosas, ¿no? Like,
hey, whatever he has to do, dude. El dinero que tú tenías guardado para las cariñosas, dáselo a él, dude.
oh, dude,
Oh,
not that one, dude.
Ese no, esos dólares
it's a
no, no.
special
Ese
stash right
no,
there.
sí, güey. Ese va a valer
Allegedly, ¿no?
más, ¿no?
Sí,
Allegedly.
güey. Y tú vas a decir que eran para la lotería, ¿no? Pero they were actually for the sweethearts, ¿no?
Y sí,
Um, oh damn.
sweetheart.
On my end, yes, I have not. We have not started, dude, at all. I really been really busy with work, and then getting home really, really fucking
Pero
late.
is your Christmas shopping approach? You plan on going to the stores, or you plan to do things online?
I'll be honest. I think if we do go to the
What's the
store,
percentage?
it's minimum. Like again, if we give 10 people, we go to the store for one person.
Okay.
And it would be like we'll buy it and then it's already like ready to pick up and we'll pick it up and leave type thing. So it's not like
You don't go to the store to look around.
No. Like we already know. Or if we don't, yeah, everything's online. Like everything's online. And thankfully, dude, I'll be honest, I do not take care of anything, any of that. My girl takes care of all of it. But there's things that obviously we'll discuss. I'll be like, oh, what do you think about this? And I'm like, maybe that. Like, well, I'll give my opinion and stuff. But I really don't shop at all.
Mm-hmm.
Como you give your opinion, AK, yeah.
Yeah.
No?
Sí.
Pues sí, ¿no?
Como tú veas, ¿no? Ahí lo dejamos. Pues tú decides, ¿no? That's my only opinion. But yeah, no, I have not. I don't think we started. Even though we got a couple of Target stuff today, but it was just kind of like necessities that even for Target, dude, we tried to either order stuff online, which is rare, but we order stuff from the store and we do the pickups and leave. Yeah. That's what we've been doing. Plus, the Target here nearby, dude, has been getting kind of like super ghetto to the point that a lot of girls are like reporting either men following them or this and that and tweaking, like people tweaking and shit. So I just tell her, like, don't go. And whenever she does have to go, because it's a necessity that she has to go. And when she does take the girls, we try for them not to go there anymore. But when she does take the girls, we try to be like, okay, hey, hold them down, make sure to hold on, look, kind of look around.
They're with you at all times.
Yeah. Look at your surroundings type thing. So yeah, we try not to do any of that. And when we have gone, I try to go with them. I hate going to the store with them because it ruins their fun. Because I'm always like, all right, in and out. Like, let's go do what you got to get. You already know what you're getting. Let's go. But they like to look at this, look at that. I'm always like, come on, let's go. I don't like that. I don't like that either for them. Yeah, I don't like that for them. So that's why I don't go.
I like looking around.
Yeah. Oh, do you?
Is Carla the one that's like, come on?
And Carla's like, yeah, ¿qué más quieres agarrar? I'm like, nothing really, pero pues, let's look around a little bit. Hey. But I will say that though, like
she'll be like, our budget's 50, like you're already at 51. Like, stop with the looking.
You start taking out things out of the cart. No, es que eso no lo voy a necesitar, ¿no?
O sea, pero ya tengo hoyos en los calzones, ¿no? It's like, no. Todavía te van a durar.
Priorities. Yeah. Pero yeah, like for sure, if I can go to the store, I'll go to the store. But I'll say that though, like usually with the kids, it's a little harder. So I'm like, I can see how a pickup is cheaper because the kids are not looking at stuff and they're asking for shit. And then the other one is like obviously easier porque I mean managing 3 kids and not all of them jump in the cart anymore like before when they were little. So you have to like they're walking around, they're running around, and it's like that shit gets annoying. So
yeah, that's
by kids looking around and picking up shit, he means himself, dude. Like
yeah. Carla's not worried about Ivan, dude. He's worried about Romero. Yeah, Romero's the one. He's the problem. But yeah, no.
I'm a sucker for a clearance section, dude. What can I say?
You do say that every time, dude. And thankfully for me, I have not found that niche that you carry, dude. Thankfully, dude, because I don't know if I'll get into it too. And then me van a sacar. But I know with the girls, it was the same thing. They would go, and it's like we have to go to the toy section, and I was like, oh, we don't have to, but they would always want something, right?
Yeah.
Now it's kind of like, oh, well, they're gonna get like when I see them come home. Obviously, Tina being a little older, she has her own things that she needs to buy, so we buy whatever she needs. But like in this case, like Camila would be more, or both of them, it would be like a soda or and some candy, like something like small and
Mhm.
ready to go. But it's never, it's really rare, really super rare when they actually get like physically something where for them to play or anything, because they're not in that, pretty much not in that
Yeah.
stage anymore.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, I haven't started. Romero, I don't think you answered that either. Have you started or tampoco?
Online, I know there's been orders been placed. I just see UPS and FedEx and all these people coming to my front door, dude. No control over what they're dropping off.
Mhm.
But yeah, like going to the store and buying gifts, which in a weird way I do like. But I also think it's because I've had the privilege of doing that during the week, right? When
Mhm.
I was able to kind of have my own schedule or whatever, like I would go like during the week where it wasn't so crowded. Because definitely going to the mall on a
On the
weekend
weekend.
is
No, it's fucked
hellacious.
up. Yeah, it's fucked
Yeah.
up for sure,
Dude,
for sure.
ahorita que dijiste UPS, dude, I have a fucking beef with them now, dude. I
All of a
ordered.
sudden, dude, that's what you get for fucking picking on me, dude.
Y sí, dude, es lo que
That's
me
what
dijo
happens, dude.
Miguel, güey. Es lo que me
Karma,
dijo
dude.
Miguel.
Karma.
Dude, I ordered something, right, online, y
Oh,
me
you
iba a
told me
llegar
about
en,
this shit.
yeah, me iba a llegar en UPS, y so the day, it was supposed to get here Friday, I get a notification saying the address is incorrect, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, so it says, change address, and apreté. I look at all the information, it's correct, and I was like, what the hell? So call customer service. I'm like, hey, like, me dice esto, pero pues I just checked and it's correct. Okay, we'll write a message out to the location and they'll give you a call within an hour. I'm like, well, nunca me llamaron, so I ended up calling the location, like the one right here on 76.
Mhm.
Y
Hmm.
les llamé. Y they're like, oh, well, like, like, let me get your tracking number y todo, your information, ya se lo di. Okay, yeah, everything appears fine. No worries. Like, we'll have it shipped tomorrow. Me not knowing that fucking they don't work on Saturdays and shit. I'm like, all right, cool. So I hung up. Maybe like an hour later, I get a notification on my phone saying that instead of saying that the address was incorrect, it said that the company or the receiver's name was incorrect in the package. And I was like, yeah, this starting to sound a little shady. So like, me esperé para el sábado y I called customer service again. Les dije, and I was like, is there a way I could pick it up myself? And they're like, yeah, like sale que ya is ready for pickup if like because it wasn't, they weren't able to like drop it off. I'm like, all right, cool. I'll go Monday. So today, we early in the morning, dude. Fui a las 9 de la mañana as soon as they opened because I'm like, I don't want to go there 10, 11 o'clock.
You
Me
camped out,
salga
no?
con la
Telling you that
mamá
they
de
try
que
to ship
like,
it out again.
yeah, it's like, oh, it's in the truck and it just left
Hmm.
right now. So I'm like, all right, like, llegué, dude. Tell me why big ass piece of paper on the location
We
de ahí
missed
de la
you, no?
76. No, dude. As of October 24th, 2024, this location is no longer open for public. It's just para los trabajadores, los packages, and it's not a
Mm.
like a customer service anymore. And I was like, what the fuck? So tienen un número, les llamé, y les dije like, hey, this and that. And she's like, oh well, let me check the package. Oh, it says it's out for delivery already and this and that. I'm like, hell no, dude. So I'm like, how can I pick it up from a location myself? He's like, oh well, you gotta call customer service and have a request que lo manden a like a pickup center, que no sé qué. I'm like, all right. I'm like, I'll give it some time and a ver si lo me entregan hoy. Si no, I'll call. It was like 6, 7 o'clock y nada. So I was like, yeah, like this
Yeah,
is not getting here. And the update sigue saliendo that the information is incorrect. I'm like,
yeah.
let me just call customer service. So I called them and I requested que lo mandaran a un pickup center. These motherfuckers charged me $7.99, dude, to have it sent out over there. And dude, I fucking spazzed out. I was like, you know what? Like, I'm tired of this shit. Like, I don't care. I'll pay the fucking $7.99 as long as I'm done with this bullshit and this and that. Y pues, I felt bad ya después porque pobre señora, pues no tenía nada que ver in all this.
But
Yeah.
mijo, wait. Mijo.
Yeah. And it was a
she was
neighbor,
like,
no?
oh,
It was like,
sí,
but I'm just
güey.
your neighbor. Like,
And she was just
I
like,
don't
oh,
even
well, I'm
work there.
sorry. Like, I'm sorry, like, I'm sorry for your inconvenience and this and that. So yeah, now I'm supposed to wait a business day for it to
Get to the location.
Until Wednesday, pretty
right.
much.
Yes, and yeah, like she's just like keep an eye on your notifications, and they'll show you yeah cuando está ahí ready for pickup. I'm like, all right, because yeah, dude, I'm like, if I don't do that, if I don't pay that $7.99, I know que va a ser lo mismo, lo mismo, lo mismo, to the point that we're gonna just return it to sender and shit. So I was like,
Dude,
nah, dude.
I'm praying for you, dude, because obviously the overflow packages during the season is fucking ridiculous, right? And then you even paying that $7.99, the chances you still have the chance for that shit not to even go there. So
Right.
it's a possibility. So you're probably gonna fucking spasm again once you get there. No, I'm tired of this shit. Otra vez, ahí, no.
Sí, güey.
But hopefully, dude. I do know that this is also the season where we have a lot of what they call porch pirates, right? Where
Yeah.
they literally there's people that drive around neighborhoods
Oh, people that be taking packages from porches,
from your
from
porch.
Yeah,
front
from
lawns, y todo
porches.
eso.
Yeah, so there's a lot of people that do that, and but not they do it with obviously bad intentions, but you also have those people that receive medications through the actual fucking
Mhm.
mail, and they take whatever the fuck is there because in the box it
Yeah.
Yeah,
doesn't
because you
tell
don't know
you
what the
what it
package
is,
is.
right? So you see the box and you just fucking take it. But there's a lot of people that actually receive medications and shit, so that backtracks everything. And then there's certain companies that don't they ship out with time for you to get it before your next refill. And then there's companies that I heard about that they don't do express, so meaning kind of like a day or two delivery. They'll ship it
Mm,
within time for you to get there on time for you to still have a little bit of medicine left, but then have the backup
Mhm.
medicine to keep it going type thing.
right.
So it's kind of fucked up in that sense, right? Like, yeah, you might think that's a fucking Apple Watch and that shit or whatever the fuck it might be. You don't even know what the fuck it is. You don't care.
But it could
But
be crucial
it
medicine.
could be a crucial shit, yeah, it's a sad thing, obviously, but it's so common, dude. It happens every fucking year. I'm sure it happened,
Yeah.
since all this COVID stuff happened. It happened like super a lot. Before, obviously, there wasn't a lot of online sales back in our day when we were younger, right? But
Mhm.
uh, back in our day, que raro ese escuches, pero
Claro.
que raro escuches.
Well,
Antes
no,
era-
lo raro también es de que now, with everybody having front door cameras, like people still do it.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You would think, right, that you're going to be able to
Mhm.
deter them from that. People don't care, dude. People don't care. They'll cover their plates, they'll wear a mask, they'll do shit like that, and then boom, off they go. So
Yeah, pues ya ves, no face, no case. Yeah, dude.
that's fucking true, dude. That's kind of true. Speaking of no face, no what case?
Case.
Do you want to talk about it really quick, Tank? About the the stuff you wanted to talk about, dude? Because you're the only one. You're the only one who knows here, dude. You could catch.
I don't know, dude.
You could
Like,
keep me and Romero informed about it, and I could share a little bit of opinion of what I've seen and heard, dude.
oh boy, come on, I closed my tab, eh? Like thinking we
Oh
were gonna
yeah.
talk about that.
No, you don't got nothing, dude. Okay, no big deal.
But so it was just like the guy that unalived the CEO of the ¿cómo se llama?
Healthcare company.
Healthcare company, yeah. Um so obviously that was like was it Manhattan, New York?
Was in New York.
Yes, he was going he was going to a meeting with investors. Y entonces llegó the guy from like behind, according to the videos, right? Because there was the videos that got out. Yes, yeah, dude. Like, I'm not gonna lie, dude. He was fucking smooth with it, dude. Like, llegó, no hizo nada de noise or anything, no extra shit. Just llegó, bang, bang, bang. se le atoró I think the gun jammed.
I jammed.
He like unjammed it and like he went again and he just walked away, dude, to an alley to a fucking bike, dude. And he
So
used
he
the
had a
bike
bike.
to get away, dude.
Yeah. So yeah, that happened last. What was it? Thursday, Wednesday, or
Something like that. Yeah.
last week. It happened last week.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was actually waiting for him, dude. Like it was an intentional hit that he was waiting for him, and apparently he was in. There's an annual conference that they have, and he knew that he was
Mhm.
going to be there. So he books a bunch of I think he traveled from like Atlanta, traveled out there. So he's traveling out there, and then he literally waits for him to go back to his hotel, and that's when everything happens. But like I don't want to give him props because I'm not, but yeah, he's smooth within in the sense that he knew what he was doing. You
Yeah.
know, if he didn't know how the gun worked, like when it jammed, like it's like shit, like he's gonna still probably press the trigger and it's not gonna shoot. He runs away. No, he unjammed it and still went ahead and
So
did his thing.
the whole he's moved with it, it looked like it wasn't his first time, dude. Like it looked like he either thoroughly researched what he was gonna do or what he was doing,
Yeah,
or he's done it before. Cause
yeah,
like
Hmm.
no hesitations, no
no
nada de
hesitation, dude.
nada. Like so yeah,
So
dude.
they finally caught up to this motherfucker today. He did show his face in one of the hotels, I believe he was staying.
Mhm.
He because he had a mask. You could only see his eyes. So he showed his
Yeah.
face, and apparently, where they caught him, which was in, I'll get back to you guys on that. Where they caught him in Pennsylvania. So they did catch him in
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Okay.
So where they actually caught him, there was a tip from a McDonald's worker that said that he looked like him. So the tipster worked at McDonald's. So people was like, how? You know, like how is it that somebody from McDonald's was going to actually tip off police and they were going to go ahead and get this guy? Anyway, conspiracy theories could happen and all this shit. You know, you could think all this shit. But yeah, he's 26 years old, dude, from Maryland.
What was the purpose? What
They
was his
haven't.
reasoning?
I don't think they.
He hasn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he hasn't said much, but just I guess people were doing a little digging on his background, and I guess he had lost like 3 family members, and I don't know if it was through negligence or whatever it might be, but he had lost 3 different family members, and they think that's kind of going towards the motive. But yeah,
Mhm.
he's 26 years old. He was valedictorian at his high school. He graduated with I think a master's. He had a really good job. Lived in last known address was in Hawaii. So he had it going on, dude, for himself. But yeah, he ended up doing all this stuff, and that was that, dude. I know at the park when they searched Central Park or whatever park in New York,
Yeah.
they
Central
they
Park.
Central
they
Park.
found his backpack that he had on and I think Monopoly money. So your thing
Monopoly
is
money.
like
Yeah.
you're like what the hell, like what, which is weird.
Mhm.
But when they actually caught him in Pennsylvania, they found a pistol that was that guy, they believe is what he used, and with the
And a
silencer.
silencer. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what he
Oh.
used. So yeah, so apparently right here to the reports here it says police officers were dispatched to a McDonald's restaurant for reports of a male matching the description of the person who unalived that CEO. So again, it's a McDonald's employee who tipped off police and they said, "Hey, he's here,"
Wait,
which
¿y
is
dónde
crazy.
está Miguel ahorita?
Oh.
oh, oh,
Cashing in that $10,000 reward, no? Que
sí.
habían ofrecido, dude.
They did catch him with I think 3 or 4 fake IDs, which that he used the fake ID also. I think in one of the hotels that he stayed in New York. But yeah, dude, it's one of those things. It's a case where there's still a lot of questions, right, to be answered.
Yeah.
Like what was the motive, right? I don't think there's actually a specific thing that was a motive, but we'll see as time goes on. I don't know. I'm sure he's gonna report in court the next couple of days. It's just Monday. So in the
Yeah.
next couple of days, he's gonna report to court, and we'll
But
see
he's
what
under custody now.
he's in the custody,
Yeah.
dude. I think he's gonna be
Okay.
transported back to New York eventually to face whatever charge they're gonna, well, murder for sure. So
Yeah. And I think the last I heard was that they were trying to convince the judge to hold him without bond because he
Mhm.
was such a high risk of like que lo encontraron with like his passport y que lo habían encontrado
Oh.
con like I forgot how much money like in US dollars plus foreign currencies as well. So
Plus
Yeah.
monopoly money.
plus monopoly money, dude.
Plus Monopoly money, which is crazy. That Monopoly money kind of threw me off a little bit.
Yeah, dude.
That threw me off. It's like, damn, really? Like I feel like he did that intentionally. Like I'm gonna leave the backpack back
Yeah.
with, I'm just gonna stuff some bullshit in it. Like really? So that's what's trending super hard right now. Another thing that was trending in my heart, dude. Let me tell you, it's been trending in my
Oh.
heart.
Ooh,
Allegedly, I know people there in
allegedly.
DACA, and apparently there was a interview, dude, that Trump wants to do something for the DACA recipients. So that I'm throwing it out there in the universe, dude. Manifesting as much as I can. Why not? I did tell you guys that there's some sort of light at the end of the tunnel, and
Yep.
hopefully it happens. But I also have in the back of my head that he did try to terminate DACA back in what 2017 or whatever fucking year.
I
16.
mean,
So
they're his first, right? Yeah.
yeah, so I'm kind of like confused now. Like now, is he looking at numbers where he sees how much people contribute? Like what changed? Like before he didn't care for them, now he cares. Like, well, what's going on? I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
I don't know where this goes. I mean, you hear those things, and at the end of the day, like I'm like, as much as I want to believe it, I also don't internalize it just because it feels like political talk.
Yeah, and
Was-
I did.
Mhm.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna
Uh,
say, like, it's all up in the air. Like, no sé qué quiere hacer. Like, he can easily, like you said, terminate DACA. Um, I mean, if he really wants to, deliver on the numbers that he promised for deportation, like, it's an easy sell, right? Like, he knows where everybody's at. He knows what everybody does. When I say he, I'm just, in general, like, U.S. government knows where all DACA recipients are. So if you want to execute just kind of that order of mass deportation, like, he can just that's an easy grab outside of other numbers he can gather from deporting people. But again, you kind of want to hope for the best and see what he ends up doing.
I
yeah,
agree,
'cause,
dude.
I was gonna say like I saw an interview donde he's still talking about trying to take away was it birthright
Birthright,
citizenship?
birthright.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The natural born citizenship from immigrant parents,
Yeah,
yeah.
like so for example, like if you have a kid that was born in the US and you try to get your citizenship
like
through
my
that way,
kids, right? They're born here.
right?
Both Carla and I are DACA recipients. Like, they would get their quote unquote rights revoked or their citizenship status revoked.
Right.
I
So
I
yeah.
know, I know we never really got so deep into stuff like that, but I did have the idea where I wanted to talk to, in this case, my oldest, right? I wanted to talk to her about it once everything kind of was starting in my head. Was like, if it ever falls down to shit and stuff like that happens, like I want to have her like inform of things that might happen, and at the end of the day, kind of let her know, hey, this might happen. It might look really really bad, but at the end of the day, we're still gonna be together, type thing, you know. But then
Mhm.
my girl's like, you know what? I don't even want to put him through that. Like if shit goes to shit hits the fan type shit, like I'm not gonna put him through that, and we do what we got to do, and we'll leave where we got to leave. So it's like, okay, that's a good point. So that's it's one of those. But again,
I hear you.
faith, yeah. She's like, I don't want to put him through no fucking
Mhm.
trauma, no need. There's really no
Unnecessary
need.
one. Like, you don't
Yeah,
know what's gonna really happen.
exactly. So I understand that, but at the same time, my head is like, I want to have her ready. Like, I want to have her mentally ready because it could happen. And I feel like out of the two, the oldest is the one who can handle that truth more
Mhm.
than the
Mhm.
youngest. So
Mm,
that's where I was dealing with it. But I also get her, which is like, I'm not gonna put them through that. Instead of me putting them through that and us through that, we're getting our shit and we're leaving. So I said, fuck, okay. That makes sense to me. So I'm not gonna fight that. But again, let's hope that shit turns out a little bit differently. I know we haven't talked about politics in a bit since pretty much I think the following episode after the election. But let's hope that shit actually he follows through with what he's saying, because that's what he said, right? So
right.
we will see. We would definitely have to continue this talk when either shit hits the fan or when
Right, on
something
our last
actually happens.
episode, no?
Let's
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
Live from Mexico, no, dude?
Let's see, dude. I don't know about you, dude. Life from France, dude. Go big or go home, dude. Go big or go home, dude.
They'll deport you back home, no? France, dude.
Hey, what you mean?
Green Bay friends?
Bonjour. Oui, oui.
Oui, oui.
I see what fucking guy. But yeah, muchachos, yeah, we're reaching that 1 hour mark. I know I've been wanting to say that for the past month because I haven't been here. I feel like for a month. So, any
Wait a
last
minute.
words? Any last topics, Romero?
I mean, for today's episode, when you say last words, it's like
Oh,
dando la
yeah.
bendición y
No. Tampoco.
You gotta look too inspired by the accent,
It's
no?
not it's not no execution chair, dude. Come on.
damn.
Pistola, no? Like any last words, dude.
I do have a hot question for you guys though. For one for each.
Oh.
I've been
coming in hot.
Hot, dude.
Pues, have at it.
Drop it like it's hot then, dude.
Damn. I can't do that, dude. Está lleno me paro, dude. All right. Wow, this one's for Tank, dude. Why Tank? I don't know. I haven't looked at the question. I haven't looked in a lot of these questions, but it's for Tank.
It's like, hell, I don't even know the answer.
No, it's not. It's no riddle, dude.
Okay.
It's just a question. What's one thing you don't give yourself enough credit for?
Damn. I don't know, dude. I don't know because I feel like I honestly don't give myself credit for a lot of things. I want to say, and dirías que, and I'll tell you like I don't know because I never get to hear I never stop and look at that, like I guess as far as like my contribution to stuff. So I don't know, dude.
No.
Mejor pregúntame otra cosa, ¿no? Porque pues la neta no sé, güey.
¿No te gusta? Okay. Let me ask Romero this question, and then I'll go back to another question for you. If you could send a thank you note to a difficult moment in your past, what would it say?
A thank you to who, though? I said a thank you to me? Thank you to the situation?
It says if you could send a thank you note to a difficult moment in your past. So what would it say? So I guess you were dealing with I don't know, whatever moment it would have been, and you got through it, right?
I think a hard thank you letter to write. And I don't know if it was a hard moment or now I look at it as it could have been a hard moment. I didn't know what I was going through at that moment. But when we were coming here, when we were coming to the US, like I was somewhat confused about what was happening.
Okay.
I mean, I know I went to the airport and all of a sudden I had shit ton of family there saying bye, but I'm like, yo, like 6 months ago, or maybe a year ago, I had gone on vacation with my parents. Fuimos a Acapulco and we took a plane there. Like this shit wasn't that sad. Like why is my entire family here saying bye? Like literally, like I remember being in the airplane and I'm like asking like are we not coming back? Right. And I think about that is like I don't think my mom was able to answer. I think I want to say my dad kind of wanted to switch the conversation to something else. He didn't really answer. He just kind of started talking about something else.
No, pues el americano de Sague, ¿no?
Algún día va a venir y voy a ver una final otra vez.
Carlos Reynoso.
Pero yeah, like writing a letter to myself, just kind of because I like as hard as it was, and it's and I'm not the only one. Everybody's been a lot of people been in that situation, but it's like because of that moment, or we look at those because of those sacrifices or investments that our parents made, we are where we are today. Might not be, like the ideal place, but I think it was to provide a better future, more opportunities, however you want to look at it. At the end of the day, like I'm able to say that, I have a family, I have a house, I have, I somehow one way or another build myself a career. Like all of those things happen because of that decision in that moment.
That's true.
Hmm.
Good stuff, dude. Good answer. Ahí te va, Tanque, since you wanted a different question.
Bah.
What would be a thing your parents never raised you for?
What would be
Something.
a thing my parents never raised me for?
Uh-huh. Whether it could be, say, an emotional thing that they never prepared you for, they never talked to you about, and it happened.
Okay,
Like
okay.
you could. I'm just giving you an example. You could take it like that.
Right, right. Um, I don't know, dude. I mean, obviously, it's the something they never raised me for was, I guess, them splitting up. You know, like I feel like the chiquito, you're always kind of like taught like oh like it was kind of like that's gonna be your family for forever for this year. Which I'm not saying they're not, but I mean as far as like all of them juntos and shit.
Right.
And um yeah, so like I feel like you're always kind of brought up like that, or for the most part, people are brought up like that. I know there's a lot of people that don't have that even from the beginning.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I would say that's something that um I wasn't, like kind of
Prepared
like
for it
raised
at the moment.
for, prepared for. Yeah,
And I think not to justify either your mom or your dad. Obviously, I know they know why things happen, and obviously things happen for a reason. But I'm sure even for themselves, they never thought that
right.
at the beginning,
Yeah,
right? Them deciding to get married and have 3 kids, and they never really thought that maybe shit was gonna hit the fan, and it
right.
was just gonna be different like that. So,
Well,
um,
yeah, because I mean, I feel like if you go into a marriage with that thought of it like failing, then you're kind of doomed from the start and shit.
yeah,
So
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. Do you guys ever talk about stuff like that? Like, do you ever talk to your mom about that? I know she has her partner now, and I'm sure she's pretty happy
right.
with him. And your dad, same scenario. But do you guys ever bring that up, like at all? Like now that you guys are older?
Oh, we don't because I feel like it was like a really it was
Traumatic.
like a really intense and traumatic um like just the way everything happened and like the aftermath y todo,
Hmm.
where I feel like right now that yeah we're older, it finally got to a point where things are getting good. So in a way también we're like, you know what, like if we go back and kind of like start opening up that can of
Resurface all those
worms,
things. Yeah.
right, it could potentially mean también, even though it would be good to as a como se llama, as closure. I mean, it could potentially be something that could make things worse. Well, now that they're finally better,
Okay. Hmm.
So we just end up choosing to talk amongst ourselves, like between me, Miguel, Homer, and just keep it at that, really. So yeah.
Mm. Okay. Good answer, dude. Good answer. That's it, dude. Any questions for me, dude? I'm hot as
I,
fuck
I
right now,
got a
dude.
question for you right here.
What's up, dude?
Um,
Oh,
Give me two, dude. Fuck it, dude. I've been off, dude.
espérame, güey,
oh.
ya, espérate, pues aquí tenemos una primero.
He's like, I only have one.
Sí, güey.
I hope Tank understood that. That means he has to look up the second
Oh,
question. But
Mm.
um, so okay. So the question I have for you is, what is the most valuable life lesson you learned from a friend during a challenging time?
I don't know if I don't want to say like I learned a lesson from this experience specifically, but it did open my eyes to some sort of pain, and I saw like the struggles that they did, and it was something that I guess in the future I wouldn't have wanna deal with. Not to mention any names, but I did have a friend that the parents split up for some moment. We were already older as well, and they split up, and I saw how bad kind of like the family kind of deteriorated. Like I was able to be there and present for that. So I've met them when they were good, and then I met them when they were like in the hole, and during the whole part when they were in the hole, it was just like fuck. Like there's I saw the suffering, I saw the pain, and there's nothing I could have done. Um, I don't want to say again that there wasn't a lesson involved, but it was just one of those things where it's like I wish I never have to go through something like that. And I get kind of ties, I guess, with what Tank was saying, right? I don't know how Tank and his brothers took the whole scenario with the parents splitting for good, but in this case, these guys split for some time. Like they eventually came back together, and they're together now. But at that moment, dude, like I know it was tough. It was tough, and it was me that kind of was there through it all, literally through it all. Um, um, well, I guess a lesson from that now that I see it, and I guess I'm reflecting back on it. It's I again not to call them out on their mistakes because I do not know who had fault or who didn't. Not to point it, fingers at anybody, but uh, I guess just being patient. Patient with my partner in this case, patient with that, maybe understanding as well, hearing some, if there's some sort of needs that maybe they need, just again having that communication. Maybe I feel that's maybe where they failed was maybe just the communication part, and that brought up a lot of pain on my end that I felt because I knew them, and I have love for them, but it wasn't. I really didn't feel what the hell they were going through. So dark times, dude, dark times. But again, it was a dark hole for them. But I know they're back together, and they're living a good life nonetheless today. So yeah. What you got?
Tengo una, dude. A little bit more lighthearted.
Hell yeah, dude. Because Romero went hard as fuck, dude. God damn.
Who's the most influential person in your life and why?
Fuck, dude. That was not lighthearted at all, dude. I know. Most influential person.
Rafa Márquez, ¿no?
Fuck, Rafa Marquez, dude, for sure.
El América de Sague, ¿no?
Sí. Dude, I know it might sound a little corny or whatever, but I know my mom went through some shit, as she was raised at a household where it was a lot of hitting. Like she was punished a lot for doing a lot of shit. And I know as her being a mother, she tried to raise us, or I want to say my brother, my sister, more than me, with the same upcoming as far as like hitting and all that stuff. And now I do every now and then ask her, like, why would you hit us, or why would you hit them? Because again, I didn't get the same end. It's like, oh, because they would mess up, and that's the way I was raised, and that's the way I thought it was gonna be, and I thought it was it. I know she grew out of that, obviously, now that she's older and as they grew older. But she went through a lot of shit, and everything she went through, she was able to get out of. Whether it might be from a bad relationship, to maybe having a bad relationship with their own sister, to just having a bad time in life. Like she was always able to persevere and do better for herself at that moment. I know she came from a abusive relationship at some point, where her having already 2 kids and having an abusive relationship I'm sure it wasn't easy to just be like, okay, peace out, I'm leaving. But nonetheless, she had the balls to be like, peace out, I'm leaving, because I got kids now, and it's not so much about me anymore. And I could probably put up with you, but I can't let my kids put up with you because they're young, and I don't want to raise like that. So I would include my mom in that for sure. Number one, as her having to deal with fucked up times, but even then, her coming out of that and being the person that she is today, dude. So for sure, dude, my mom.
Wow. Good answer, dude. Good answer.
Hell yeah, dude.
Number 2 is el América del Sague, dude, right? Lo Reynoso and
yeah, dude. Pinche Cuauhtémoc Blanco, dude. Speaking of Cuauhtémoc Blanco, he was there at the game yesterday. I don't know if you guys saw videos.
Güey, era la Volpe y tenía Faitelson, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he was right in the middle. And when they would score, I remember, I don't know if it was the first goal or the second goal. Dude, he was like grabbing Faitelson like by the fucking hair. You see him like
Uh-huh.
fucking
Yeah.
wiggling, like he was that excited. So I'll be
And prior
honest. Go ahead, go ahead.
prior to this game, I know they've had an interview not so long ago también, and where empiezan a relajar, like where it's like, oh, like Faisal, ¿le tienes miedo? Like, oh, pues sí, porque no me voy a aventar otro madrazo or like something like that. But yeah, dude, it was crazy to see him next to them too, though. Like,
You guys watched the game yesterday, I'm assuming.
Sadly,
No?
no.
Oh, Tank, you
I
didn't watch
was
the game
there.
either?
I was in front of the TV, pero I couldn't watch it. I was very tempted to resubscribe to VIX Plus. I had just canceled the account because I hadn't used it. So I'm
Okay.
like, yeah.
So
So por eso no se me hizo todo.
I have told you plenty, dude, plenty of times. And you have asked me at least 2-3 times to share the code to Univision. And I've shared the code with you over the past 2-3
Pero
years.
pues es que no me la prueban, ¿no?
¿Cómo que no te la prueban?
Es que,
I
I don't
have the
know.
code. I have the code. I
Mhm.
put it. I put it in your bedroom. On your bedroom. In your en tu
Órale.
bedroom.
Ahora,
Ahí vemos el América, ¿no?
sí,
I put it in your sala. When I was over there, we're watching Chivas. I don't know if it was Chivas America or
Yeah,
whatever America game.
that
I
was
put
at
it
the
there.
old house, different TV,
No,
different
It
system.
was right there where you're at now. It was right
Pues
there
I
where
get
you're at
kicked
now.
out, entonces.
Oh, maybe
'Cause
because I signed
do
in.
remember.
No?
I remember this. Yeah.
Maybe because I signed in. No, because I have it on my phone. Whatever. It doesn't
No
matter.
sé, dude.
But I'll tell you guys, I was shitting bricks, dude. It was one of
yeah.
those games where it was so intense and it was back to back. It was honestly one of the best games I've seen ever in my life. But yeah, it was fucking. I had so much anxiety. I was walking, pacing. I was waiting for it to finish. I was celebrating. I was fucking mad, angry. I didn't cry. I could have, but no, I could have.
I wanted to, pero
Sí,
no.
pero es el
Y-
macho, dude.
y fuera de todo esto, like, ya biases aside, ¿fue penal o no fue penal?
For me, yes, because there's contact in el área. He sold it pretty well. I don't think it was one of those things where it's
Oh,
like he's gonna hit him so hard for him to fucking like do what he did with the Marometa, but there was enough
Yeah.
contact for him for the replay to kind of like see that he's pushing him, and obviously he falls. He feels the contact and he falls. So for me, it was a penalty. I'll keep it at that, dude. I don't know about you, Tank.
So for me, it was a penalty. The thing that everybody también is questioning is en el saque, habían jugadores del América
Oh,
that
sí.
were on the
Saw
other
that.
side of the field already. Y que they were like, well, se tienen que repetir and this and that, or like, So, I mean, I'll say this though. El árbitro gave a shit of fucking minutes, dude. Like, was it 12 minutes?
No, I mean, he said 12 minutes. The TV said 12 minutes, and it was like 14, 15. Like,
Yeah.
like it was, I promise it was like 14, 15
Yeah.
max.
Y pues también en el primer juego, ya ves que, like, was it like el pisotón that could have been red
No, no lo vi, but I saw it. I saw it on
for Cruz
TikTok.
Azul, like for el jugador de Cruz Azul and things like that. So it's like, I feel like he missed for both
lot.
teams, right? And granted, it wasn't the first arbitro from the first game than the second game, pero o sea, digo, like, ha habido, like, calls from both sides, so I don't think
Right.
al América necessarily, like, le ayudó el árbitro,
Yeah.
como, like, the haters like to say,
Like
dude.
everybody says, dude.
Dude, and honestly, like, I grown accustomed to it already, because
No, so have
gane
I.
bien o gane mal, that's the excuse they always come up with, like, oh, pues con el pinche árbitro and this and that.
¿Cuánto
So
le
at this point,
pagaron?
I'm like, all right, cool, yeah, like, talk your shit, pero pues los campeonatos ahí están, dude. So,
Hands down, dude. Hands fucking down, dude. What do you think,
but
Romero?
I'm scared of them facing Monterrey, to be honest.
I'm not,
dude.
I'm not.
Monterrey
I'm
va a estar
not.
difícil, dude.
I'm not, because I had said that they were not going to get past Toluca, because Toluca has been really good this whole season. They got past Toluca. I doubted they didn't get past fucking Cruz Azul. I was nervous as fuck, but they got past Cruz Azul. I feel that nonetheless, they have such a great momentum that they're gonna go into it with like fucking feeling like they're the shit, and I do think they're gonna win. I don't think they're gonna win by like a fucking goliza, but it's gonna be like at least a 1 or 2 goal game, and I think America's gonna win. I do. I believe that they will win.
Okay.
I believe.
¿Los partidos vienen siendo cuándo? ¿Miércoles y domingo?
Domingo, yeah.
Creo que jueves, maybe. No, well, maybe
I think
it was jueves.
miércoles.
¿Y cierran dónde? ¿En Monterrey o en...?
Monterrey, yeah.
Por posición de tabla.
Sí.
Right.
Pues ya está, tanque. And let's go to your neck of the woods at the Potawatomi. ¿Cómo se llama ese? Potawatomi Casino, dude. At the curve. Se llama curve ball.
Wait,
Yeah,
pero vas a ir hasta
Thursday.
Milwaukee just to watch that?
Thursday and Sunday.
Thursday,
Si no hay otra screen de
Yeah.
ese tipo.
I don't know, dude. Sunday, eso es a las 7, güey.
¿Y qué vas a hacer el lunes, dude?
Descansar.
I'll put in some PTO, dude.
That'd be cool to watch it in like one of those types of screens. They don't have right here at the Cosm, donde I haven't gone, pero no sé todo ese pedo. They don't have any Liga MX.
Dude, oh, no, es la revancha del Christmas del 2019, dude.
Oh, yes.
Sí.
It
Y
is.
that was almost casi era del América, dude, hasta
I
que
know,
la cagó Jorge Sánchez.
Ajá, el lateral.
Yeah. And I'll say this though, like I know a lot of people like to talk shit, but as a título, dude, if they win it,
Es
you
para
can't-
Sague, ¿no?
not Sagi, no, like they literally went through the hardest teams.
The shit. They were in
Liga.
top team. They were in top team.
Right.
Mhm.
They went against Toluca, le ganaron.
Good
They
ass
went
team.
against Cruz Azul, le ganaron. And now they're going against Monterrey. So it's like you can't say like, oh, it's because they had an easy road to the final,
Fuck
or the easy
no.
road. So yeah, dude.
So I'm excited, dude. I'm telling you, I think they're gonna win, dude. And guess what? Next Monday, Miguel's gonna be in here. Even better for him to be here because next Monday, America's gonna be champion. Dude. With that, we're gonna close it out, muchachos.
We see it.
Make sure to rate, follow, and subscribe. All links can be found at todostomanpodcast.com. Ya ni le pongas, dude.
Ya,
That's the fuera
no
todo,
outro
dude.
song, ¿no? Ya.
We don't even have anybody here, dude. Yeah, everybody left, dude.
Más que
That's
maybe
what we-
cooking, no?
Yeah, we
Pues ahí nos
saved it for
vemos
the end.
próxima semana.
Ya, dale el outro y ya cortale. Porque para costumbre, dude. Ya está, ¿ves?
Oh, I don't know who's still here, dude. Juan Olais, dude. Americanista
Ooh.
de corazón, so
Fuck yeah.
hopefully he stuck around, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
Cookie Facts, dude. Cookie Facts es americanista también, dude.
Cookie.
Fuck yeah, dude.
A Pedro no
Yeah.
lo cuento, dude, porque I know he's not watching.
Nah,
he's not
he's-
listening to
he's-
this, dude.
He's nothing, dude.
Está dormido, dude. Está cansado.
Está cansadito.
Ahí nos vemos, muchachos.
Va.
Ya ve el baño, güey.